Wherever your attention goes, your energy flows, so you will attract into your life exactly what you have been focusing on for a long time. When you are focused on the bad, good cannot exist in your mind and you are blocking your blessings from the divine. In other words, if you don't maintain a high frequency of energetic vibration, everything is in vain. We, as humans, possess both a superior and an inferior nature. The divine human with a superior nature is understanding, loving, grateful, generous, pure, gentle, patient, altruistic, wise, harmonious. In opposite, the human with an inferior nature is envious, angry, dishonest, manipulative, full of hatred, arrogant, jealous, possessive, fearful, malevolent. One of our purposes on this earth is to evolve from the inferior nature to the superior nature. Therefore, God, or the universe, or the all, or however you choose to call it, can only hear us if we work on these animalistic inclinations such as fears, anger, aggressiveness, possessiveness, and those derived from them, which we as humans have developed, envy, jealousy, pride, arrogance, and so on. Why? Because all these traits of the inferior nature do nothing but lower our energetic frequency so much that they distance us from our true source, and as a result, our desires cannot be fulfilled. The law of attraction is responsible for much of what is evident in our lives. It brings people together. Every circumstance and event is a result of it. Thoughts that are similar in vibrational frequency are magnetically drawn to each other due to the powerful law of attraction. The duty of the law of attraction for each of us is like that of a strong magnet, attracting more of what we feel at any given moment. No one creates our life, we do everything, and all the credit belongs to us. Have you ever noticed that those who talk the most about illness become increasingly sicker? Have you observed that those who talk about poverty struggle more with it, while those who talk about prosperity attract more of it? When we understand that our thoughts magnetically attract and that the attention we give them amplifies their intensity until eventually the subject of our thoughts appears in our lives, the desire to be mindful of how we feel will help us choose the direction of our thoughts more deliberately. It is easy to understand the law of attraction in action when you're having a conversation with someone. For example, imagine your friend talking about something she is experiencing, and you want to be supportive, so you focus on her words and listen to the examples she gives about what's happening to her. As we concentrate more, similar situations we have experienced come to mind. And when we engage in the conversation by adding our own stories, the vibration of that thought increases even further. By giving enough attention to these subjects and discussing them extensively, we will attract similar experiences to ourselves. And once more and more thoughts related to what we don't desire come to the surface, we'll end up being surrounded by more thoughts, words, and experiences that align with what we don't want. Now, if we had been mindful of how we felt when the conversation started to slide toward what we didn't desire, we would have been aware of the uneasy sensation in our stomach. We would have recognized our guidance system, primarily telling us that we were thinking about something we actually didn't want. Our emotions were showing us the misalignment with our inner being. Our guidance system alerts us that when we think or talk about those unwanted things, we become a magnet attracting circumstances, events, and other beings toward us, and soon enough, we will have in our life precisely the essence of what we said we didn't want. Likewise, if we talk about what we desire, our thoughts will be even more drawn to it. We will attract more people who want to talk about what we desire. And throughout this time we talk about what we want, our inner being offers us positive emotions to let us know that both we and what we attract are in vibrational harmony with the essence of our intentions. The science of deliberate creation is a law in delicate balance, comprising two parts. On one hand, there is the thought regarding what we desire, and on the other hand, there is hope or belief, or allowing it to come into our lives, which we create through the power of thought. So, if we say, "I want a beautiful car," we have effectively initiated through thought the creation of that new car in our life. Now, the more attention we give to that thought, and the more we can simply imagine that car in our life, the more excited we will become. And the more excited or positively emotional we feel when thinking about our beautiful car, the faster it will appear in our life. It has been created, now it exists, and to have it in our life, we just need to allow it to manifest. We allow it by expecting it, believing in it, and letting things flow. In other words, by not offering resistance. When we doubt our ability to have the new beautiful car, we block the creation. If we say, "I want a beautiful car," we start creating it, but if we then add, "but it's too expensive," we block our creation. In other words, we have initiated the first part of the creation by desiring it, but now we hinder this process by not believing, not expecting, and not allowing it to come, because both parts of the process are necessary for our creations to materialize. When we think about our new car and feel excitement, we allow it to manifest. However, if we think about it from a position of worrying that we can't afford it or being frustrated that it hasn't arrived yet, we are actually focusing on the lack of the car, and we don't allow it to come into our lives. If we focus on what we desire, we will attract what we desire, but if we focus on the lack of what we desire, we will attract more lack. What we give is what we get. By being attentive to how we feel, we will always know whether we are concentrating on something desired or its absence, because when we think about what we want, we feel good, and when we think about the absence of what we want, we feel bad. So always watch your emotions. Ultimately, the law of attraction is a powerful tool that responds to the energy we emit. By embracing a mindset of abundance and fostering positive emotions, we can unlock the true potential of this universal law. Let us remember that we hold the key to our own destinies, and that by focusing on abundance, love, and gratitude, we pave the way for a life filled with joy, fulfillment, and endless possibilities. If you enjoyed this video, it would mean the world to me if you subscribe and hit the like button. Leave a comment below if this video resonated with you. Thank you and have a blessed, wonderful day.